Hi guys, this is Shweta here and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be reviewing a brush set from Real Techniques and I'm really excited for this video, so let's get started. So Real Techniques is a major brand in the US in terms of makeup brushes. Their brushes are really popular among bloggers, makeup artists and so on. So I finally got this one since I felt this was more like a complete brush set than going for solo ones. I got it from Nykaa. I wanted something that I can use for the entire face and this one I thought was perfect. I feel the price is not the cheapest. It's a good amount if you want to invest, because at the end of the day if you invest good amount of money in brushes, that's definite that you're going to use it. So we're going to test and try these brushes out. It comes in this beautiful box here with all the details. It has the Real Techniques 400 Miracle Complexion Sponge, which is this one. This is very famous. It's almost a beauty blender dupe but a more cheaper version. And you have one blush brush, one deluxe crease brush, one setting brush and one expert face brush. So all the numbers are written here. Let's just open it up and see how it is. Ta-da! So here are all the brushes and this sponge set. These look so beautiful, and also what I like is they have these small transparent silicone thing stuck so that they're stuck in the packet and they don't fall down when you're opening it up. It's not glued up, which is great. They look really pretty. I love the colors. And here is the sponge. This is the powder brush, of course. Brushes are made out of synthetic fibers, very soft. It has this ombre effect, so you know how much of the product is there, which is great. So this is the RT400, the powder brush. This is the RT200. This is maybe the blush brush, or you can use it for even a little bit of contour, rose gold color. Very pretty, and it has this angle, so it's like this. Again, an ombre effect, very small. It's dense, but it's not overtly dense. I really like it. This is the blending brush, or you can see like a highlighter brush for your face. Really soft again. It's pretty dense, so I'm really trying to try this out as well. This is the eyeshadow blending brush. This is very soft, very nicely dense. I think it's very good for like blending up, so yeah. Like this. So last but not the least is the Miracle Complexion Sponge here, which is very popular, and you can see the embedded RT here. It's in the center. So we'll be quickly doing some makeup with our brushes today and seeing how these are. So we'll be starting off with that Miracle Complexion Sponge. So once we wet the sponge, this is pretty huge. I think it's completely like doubled its size. And I love the curve here. This is to actually make sure that it reaches you in a proper way. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade Golden Sand, which is my shade. There are two ways to go for. Either you put it on the sponge or you put it on your face. The reason I'll be putting it on my face at first is because I want to see how much of this foundation is being absorbed by the sponge, because a good sponge won't absorb it too much. It's absorbed it, but I don't think it's too much. Let's just try the other side as well. I'm going to use this side to see how it is. I'm not really happy with it. It's absorbing a lot of the foundation. It's obviously absorbing a lot of it. I'm going to again go ahead and use it on my forehead. I can see that the foundation is on me, so it's not that it's absorbing the entire foundation in the sponge. It's just that I can see where it's absorbing it. I'm loving that it's giving me a very like a light coverage, but in a way that the foundation is there on my face. When you use any sponge for the first time on your face or with any foundation, remember it's a raw product. It's not being used, so it may absorb a little bit more of the product than usual. But I've seen one thing: once it's used and you use it again on the foundation, it's not absorbing it, and that's a good sign. I like it a lot in terms of the usability. I think it's very easy to use because of the shape here. I think it makes it so much more easier than this side, which is great for reaching corners. For this sponge, I have to say I'm a little disappointed with the sponge absorbability. I won't say this is the best sponge I've used in my life, but this is definitely not bad. A 3 out of 5 for me for the Miracle Complexion Sponge. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to use is for the powder brush, which is the RT400. So I'm going to be using it with a pressed powder from Australis, which is an Australian makeup brand. I absolutely love their foundation powder. It's one of the best pressed powders you can get in the market. So let's just dig in. So once you pull out, okay, the product is on the brush. I can already see that. This one is also absorbing the powder in itself. Again, a red flag. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Very soft, very gentle on the face. The finish is okay. The powder looks nice. It's just I see a lot of the powder on the brush, but it's absorbed it. It's not even dusting out the brush. This is like really weird. I have not really experienced something like this. I think I would give this around 3 out of 5 as well. The next thing we are going to try out is the RT200, which is like a contour brush. So I have the contour here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Contour palette. So we're just going to take this one. See, even the dust is like minimal. Can you like this brush? This is nice. You can see the contour, right? Thank God. Found something that's working. Looks really pretty. So really like how it's contoured like very subtly, not really on your face. I love this brush. So it still is absorbing the product inside, but it is giving some shade and it's very subtle, very effective. So this one is going to get a 4 out of 5. The next brush that we're going to use is the RT300. This is for eyeshadows and I have a palette that I want to use today. This is the Makeup Revolution Flawless 4 eyeshadow. Really pretty. Let's start with this shade here. Okay, again, the brush took it. I'm going to use it on my crease. Now since the color is very light, it's difficult to see on the camera, but I can see it's giving out the shade. Very dense brush. It's difficult to move it around. Let's go for this shade here. I can see a little bit of the fallout on the palette. It's very light. Let's use this gold a little bit. The corners of your eyes, so it gives a nice metallic sheen. Looks better. And also we'll go with a more darker shade here. This one, this magenta red metallic shade, is looking very pretty. I know you're not supposed to take the same brush and use it with different shades, but I'm doing it because I want to see whether even layering it gives out any color or not, and it's giving out the shade beautifully. I think it looks pretty. This is one of the very few brushes which has worked great with eyeshadows. It's allowed me to color it beautifully. My eyes look like this. It looks pretty. It's not the best, but it looks pretty. It's subtle. I think overall it still looks pretty. For this brush, I'll be giving it a 4 out of 5 as well. Pretty liked it. So lastly, we're going to go with the highlighter, and for the highlighter, I'll be using my last brush, which is the RT402. Another packed brush, great for highlighting. I really love brushes like this shape because they're very easy for highlighters. And I'm using my favorite Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter in 050 Molten Rose Gold. Already got up a lot of the product. You can already see it, right? Yeah. Okay, I love this brush. And you guys can see this one is an immediate favorite because it just made my face so much different than it was. So I think absolutely love this highlighter brush. I didn't have to use much of effort. It did all the work itself, and with precision it backs up with the pigment and gives it completely on your face so it doesn't absorb any of it. Absolutely love this brush. The only brush that's going to get a 5 out of 5 from this entire brush set. So you guys saw my take on the entire brush set, and I hope you guys really liked it. I really like this set, but it has its own ups and downs. Few of the brushes didn't really work and few of them really worked well. The overall brush rating, I'll be rating it a 3.5 out of 5. This is definitely one of the brush sets you should look for, but for the price and everything, I think you can give it a miss if you have cheaper brushes. So overall liked it, but not the best brush set that you can get from Real Techniques. So guys, with that, we are done with today's video. If you did like it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on all my social media channels. All the links will be down in the description box below. I'll also be linking down the brush set link for you. It is available on Nykaa. You can go there and check it out in case you like it. I hope you found my review helpful for your use. I hope you guys are self-quarantining, you're maintaining social distancing. Stay happy, stay smiling, and stay beautiful. Ciao.